Okay, hello guys and welcome back. I'm sorry that my stream keeps on crashing. I don't know what this is about. I guess I'll have to format my PC. Or well, this time around it was just OBS completely crashing on me. Usually it's just, my upload goes to 0 for a while, but hopefully I'll at least be able to cast this game properly now. As MaxFlo play, ban out the Ancient Apparition versus House of Gamers. They ban out the Lycan, don't want to go up against the dire side Lycan. And well, last game, I actually think it got ignored all the way through the draft. Didn't get banned, didn't get picked. This time around though, House of Gamers, make sure that this won't happen this time around. But considering what they're gonna go for, Batrider is banned, so House of Gamers may be looking for an Invoker pickup for themselves. It's very well possible. MaxFlo play, gonna ban out. What will they ban out? Actually, are they going to take out the Invoker, or are they looking for something else? Maybe Darkseer, Tree and Protector? I guess any of those might be possible. But yes, the Darkseer is banned out, as I have to fix one little thing, sorry. Since I won't be able to cast another game with my internet being as it is at the moment. Okay. Just a second, guys, sorry. Okay, I'm fine now. As Dazzle and the Brewmaster are the picks for MaxFlo play. So I guess they want to take this early to mid game. Brewmaster, it's really hard to actually fight up against the Primal Split. So whenever Brewmaster has the Primal Split, MaxFlo play, they're probably gonna look for the fights. Whereas House of Gamers, they have the Invoker. Actually, he might be going for a Quas Vex in this game. Just to make it so that the Brewmaster actually won't have enough mana for his Primal Split. Well, I guess we will see it. Comes down to player preference a little bit, as well as the general draft from their team. If they have setup for the Sunstrikes, yeah, sure, he can go Exhort. But if there's no setup for Sunstrikes, going Exhort just doesn't get that much out of it. Although Forge Spirit is still really good for harassing, for pushing towers down, and anything along those lines. So Centaur actually is the pick for House of Gamers, and I mean, we used to see that hero almost every single game, banned or picked. But lately, a lot of teams actually kind of overlooked that hero. It does get banned out mostly in the end anyway. But it's just not a first phase material anymore as far as picks and bans go. But House of Gamers, they do pick it up, so they have their Invoker, a really strong mid laner, tempo controller hero as Centaur. Once he gets his Blink Dagger, oh, he's gonna achieve so much usually. Of course, he has the Stampede as well to just help out globally. To either get kills or just run the hell away when people are coming at you. But Wraith King was the ban for MaxFlo play, so a little bit of a respect ban, but then again, you just don't want to go up against a hero who can reincarnate himself. Doesn't care if he dies once, just gonna come back. But not only that, he also slows you in the process. So just double the annoyance. As MaxFlo play, picking up their Mirana. The Shadow Demon isn't banned either, so if House of Gamers don't pick up the Shadow Demon for themselves, I would guess that MaxFlo play is going to pick it up. And of course, oh god, I'm completely blanking. The Disruption works so well with the Dazzle because it creates illusions, and Dazzle's Shadow Wave uses units to do extra damage. So that would be extra burst damage immediately, pretty much. And Shadow Shaman now banned out, not banned, picked up by MaxFlo play as well. They have some push, they have some pretty nice lockdown now as well, and burst damage with the Ether Shock. And House of Gamers, what do they counter this with? I mean, they already picked up the Shadow Demon, kind of a block pick against Mirana, I guess, as well as the Mirana Dazzle combination. But House of Gamers, what could they go for? I guess a Doombringer actually wouldn't be that bad of a decision. Even a safe lane Doombringer, although they could send it just into the jungle as well. It would be really good against the Brewmaster. Just blink in, Doom up on the Brewmaster. Although usually it's the Brewmaster trying to go in for the Blink, Thunderclap, and then Primal Split. But in the time, if the Doom is fast enough, he may get his ultimate off anyway. So I really think that House of Gamers should consider that pick. Or if not that one, maybe just some silence or some proper lockdown against the Brewmaster of their own. The puck is still available as well. He's really elusive as a hero, although Shadow Shaman with the Hex, with the Shackles, should be able to just lock everybody down. But now, House of Gamers, they took a long time, but they go for the Leshrac. And I guess that is an instant stun if you time it correctly. So Shadow Demon gets the disruption, Split Earth to follow, maybe Lightning Storm as well, which is actually the more popular build now, ever since the buff to Lightning Storm. They just max out Lightning Storm instead of the Edict, and the Lightning Storm is just so strong. It does so much damage, it's on such a low cooldown, and it slows as well for 0.5 seconds by 75% movement speed. So a pretty potent one, but now MaxFlo play actually ban out the Viper. Don't want a hero with innate high magic resistance. And the Viper would be one of those heroes, and it would actually be really hard to bring him down with the heroes that MaxFlo play has, unless they maybe had the Mass Serpent Wards in the mix as well. But now House of Gamers, 5th ban about to come out. I guess they may want to target something a little bit more late game-ish. And MaxFlo play actually, I really think they're gonna go aggressive tri-lane with this, because why the hell wouldn't they? It's just such a strong aggressive tri-lane, and having a ranged hero on top of that. House of Gamers banning out the offlaner or solo safe laner, the Clockwork. But MaxFlo play, they can easily actually pick up something like a Puck for themselves as well. Or a Templar Assassin is always a possibility. Against an Invoker, Templar gets a pretty fun time. Once the Invoker gets a few more levels, if he's Exhort and has the Forge Spirits, it evens out the playground a little bit. But still, Templar Assassin would be a decent pick. Sending Brewmaster safe lane and Dazzle Mirana Shadow Shaman on the aggressive tri-lane. But no, Puck is the pick instead. But I wasn't that far off. Now it's just a case of whether it's going to be Brewmaster mid lane against Invoker. Well, I guess it has to be Puck against Invoker. Puck does actually pretty well against Invoker. Usually when I see that matchup, the Pucks actually come out a little bit ahead, at least with the last hits. But it's worth it to note out that House of Gamers, I think this actually might be one of the most ideal Exhort games, especially if MaxFlo play goes for an aggressive tri-lane. That means if House of Gamers get the disruption, get the Split Turf and the Sunstrike on top of that, I mean, the Invoker is essentially like a 4th hero if that happens on your tri-lane. So that's something that MaxFlo play has to be extremely careful of. If they do run the lanes that I think they will, they actually can send Puck off lane as well. Brewmaster mid, Mirana, Shadow Shaman, Dazzle mid lane, or they can even run dual lanes to try to shut down the Invoker. But House of Gamers picking up some more global presence. So Nature's Prophet is the pick, and I have to say, I am scared for MaxFlo play if they actually go for the aggressive tri-lane, because not only will the Sunstrike help them out, the Nature's Prophet can also TP in with his teleportation ability. Oh man, they're just going for the lane wins, House of Gamers that is, I think. They just want to be aggressive early on, get kill after kill after kill, and well, late game wise, Nature's Prophet, Invoker, Centaur, not too bad, because MaxFlo play, their Mirana needs a lot of farm to actually be the right click carry. So, it's hard to say who actually has the upper hand. MaxFlo play in the early to mid game with the Puck, Brewmaster, Shadow Shaman, and even the Mirana with the Moonlight Shadows, man. They should be able to fight quite efficiently. And we see an early smoke coming out by House of Gamers. What is their plan actually going to be? I don't think it's going to be Roche. No, they should not be able to take Roche. Maybe Diabolic Edict, yeah, it would help out. But the treants themselves wouldn't be enough. So they're just going for the aggressive. They want to get the kills, and well, if the Shadow Demon leads the pack and gets the disruption off, that should be the easiest kill that they can hope for. Yeah, Invoker, first levels, doesn't do almost anything, but still they should be getting it quite easily. But to introduce the lineup fast as, doesn't look like they'll be finding anybody. No Dach, not a Hex on the Shadow Demon, with Key on the Leshrac playing. Yeah, on the Leshrac playing, what am I saying? Malum, he's on the Center Warrunner. Psychorasai gonna be playing the mid lane, up on the Invoker, leaving Magla Kanktrain to play, well, either solo safe lane. Actually, yeah, it looks like it's going to be solo safe lane. So I don't know if House of Gamers actually want to dodge the tri lanes, or they thought that MaxFlo won't be going for one. But for MaxFlo play, Tabushka, he's going to play on the Mirana, Aventer on the Dazzle, leaving the last on the tri lane to be Vizier on the Shadow Shaman mid lane, once again taken up by Zazu, this time on the Puck, and solo safe lane Orc 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the Brewmaster. They place down this observer. Does it actually provide? Yeah, of course it does. It has really nice vision. Oh, can they actually go for it? I don't think they can get close enough, or can they? No, Orc. Just hanging around. I'm not too sure if he actually maybe even spotted them out. Whatever the case may be, no first blood was there. Zaventer, he finds Maglev Gang Train. Can't get one right click off. It would have actually cancelled the clarity, so might have been a pretty nice thing. But Maglev now, I think he should just go into the jungle, because the lane might be a little bit too hot for him. Just, oh, look at Vizier. Oh, he's being so sneaky. Oh man, sneaky Vizier. Can he find the right one though? They do have vision of it. Maglev Gang Train spots him out. There's the Shackles coming out. Do they have the follow-up? Mirana can't get the arrow. The treants were there to block it out. He's actually blocking himself with the illusion. Oh my god, that's horrible place by the Nature Prophet. The last right clicks are flying. Will there be an arrow or anything? Oh, the illusion actually blocked things out. The Maglev Gang Train, against all the odds, I think he survived. Oh my god, I did not think it's gonna be like this. But he does survive. Reaching up with his tangos, which he had a couple of. And now he's another set of treants to just block off the arrows. And actually the treants are really nice to do exactly what he is trying to do with them. Just block the angle of the arrows at all times so he won't get picked off. And well, he's gonna hit level 2 within 1 creep worth of XP. So he's rather fine at the moment. Vizier, don't think he'll get that great of an opening, although, oh, he has tangos. Maybe he wants to eat his way through this tree here. Should be able to do so if he wants to. But nope, not going for it at the moment at least. He doesn't want to tank up the tower, and now, well, Vizier just getting harassed by Maglev Gang Train. That's when you get vision. It's not too big of a distance here. As we just saw, of course, as well, Maglev Gang Train, he's completely out of mana, no more treants to spawn. Actually doesn't even have enough for the teleportation, so if he gets caught, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. But the lane, it's pushing out, and Maglev Gang Train now rotating into the jungle. And well, the Satyrs, they're one of the best camps to farm up. They don't do that much damage. They're pretty easy to kill off because they're really low HP. And Maglev, he's level 3 now. I think he has to back off home really soon though. And then maybe go help off kill Orc on the top lane. Oh no, not a Hex. Will he go for the disruption? He's not level 2 yet. So doesn't even have the Soul Catcher. And well, the lane, it's pushed out Malum. Trying to just play ring around the Rosie. Keep the creep wave under the tower. But Haste Rune picked up by Sasu. Oh, if it's his key. No, he doesn't have vision of the Leshrac. So he's going to be fine, of course, with the Haste Rune, as will Leshrac. But Leshrac rotating around. They want to kill off Orc. And well, it's about time. He's level 3 as well. And actually Nature's Prophet having a bit of a worse time. But oh, will they go for it? There's the disruption, not a Hex. He dropped low, but will there be a Sunstrike? The Hoofstomp, it's off target. But there's the Splitter, it will connect. He's blocked in by the illusions, by everything. And they don't even need the Hoofstomp in the end by the looks of it. This Key gets the kill with the Lightning Storm, level 1. So Leshrac getting some farm, and well, Leshrac can be a semi-carry of sorts. So far, it's looking pretty good for them. And Illusion just to harass Psychorasai now. Sazu, what's his next move? He has the bottle, I guess, boots of speed. He has actually a Null Talisman as well. And sometimes when pucks start with Null Talisman, it means they want to go for the Dagon. It's not that bad of an item. Just jump in, silence, Stream Coil, and blow up heroes like the Shadow Demon, so that he couldn't, first of all, defensively disrupt, or well, pretty much not do anything at all. Now, looking at top lane, Aventer, he actually rotated in. He's level 3, has 1 in all of 3 of his skills. So the Shallow Grave might be able to keep Orc alive with his level 2 Thunderclap himself, as well as having the Drunken Blower. Oh, another disruption. Will the Spirit Earth follow? The timing, it is spot on, but heals by Aventer. Just Brewmaster, looks like he didn't took any damage from that at all in the end, with the heal coming out. Mid lane though, Psychorasai, 19 and 10 compared to 11 and 7. So actually, Psychorasai outplaying Puck in the mid lane at the moment. Although Exort Invokers do have more damage to work with. Puck, yeah, his base damage is pretty damn nice. But Exort, with the Forge Spirits to help you, I guess he will have a small upper hand. And well, we do see it at the moment as well. Game has slowed down a little bit. Nature's Prophet denied himself. Oh, the Hoofstomp comes out. The Split Earth to follow as well. Do they have enough? There's the Soul Catcher, a little bit too late. The spells already got used, but the level 2 double edge, nice. Well, the disruption. Yeah, not a Hex gets the kill. Can they go for Aventer as well? If not a Hex would have saved that, it might have been possible, but now, well, Split Earth off target. Maybe if he would have started with the Lightning Storm to slow him down, would have been an easier setup, but I guess they don't care too much. They killed off the Brewmaster and that was their primary focus anyway. They have their priorities straight, so no worries for them. As Vizier now, once again, going for the sneaky crevices in the jungle, but can he actually go out and grab MaxFlo Train? They have yet to land an arrow combination, but oh, Vizier is coming in now to Bushka. He's pretty damn close. The Starstorm not yet used. There he comes, and will he go for the arrow as well? The arrow, oh, not going for the Bushka. Doesn't get the kill, didn't go for the leap, didn't go for the big place, but Key now, he might fall. Nice dodge of the arrow. There's the lightning storm coming out. Vizier, Radar Shock, oh, Key, 26 HP, that's what he survives with. Oh man, both MaxFlo Train and Key dropped so damn low. But at least Brewmaster, he's getting the levels top lane, as of course is Malam. He's getting the farm as well, he actually has a Ring of Health. And I guess he's going for the pipe straight up, but mid lane, Psychorasai. He gets the kill on Puck, uses the Sunstrike as well. I guess, really nicely done by the Invoker. I didn't think the Puck would get taken out maybe as easily. Although I didn't even spot it out, so maybe it wasn't that easy. But nevertheless, the Puck died. So 3-1 House of Gamers. And that one, it's not even a real kill since Nature Prophet denied himself to neutrals to get faster to the base. So House of Gamers once again, second game in a row, they take the early game advantage. Can they carry on this momentum, or will MaxFlo's mid game lineup come into play once they hit their level 6s, once they get the Blink Dagger onto Sasu's Puck as well as Orc's Brewmaster? I guess it's gonna be close, rather close indeed, because the power of the early mid game for MaxFlo, it's strong, but then again House of Gamers, it's not like theirs is that much weaker. Once the Centaur gets his Stampede, gets the Blink Dagger, which he's not even rushing. Oh, they get the disruption onto Orc. They can't follow up though, maybe if they had the Stampede, but not yet level 6 on the Centaur Warrunner. So not to be as the Bushka, he's farming up bottom lane until 35 and 10, not too bad on the Mirana. 18 and 6 on MaxFlo Train, whereas Brewmaster 14 and 1. So across the board, last hits are pretty even. But oh, mid lane Psychorasai, he might be in trouble. Sasu, he has the Dream Coil as well. And Vizier, he comes in to help out. This should be an easy kill. Illusion Herb connects. There's the Silence, Dream Coil, Ether Shock as well. Shackles and Orc with the Thunderclap to finish it up. Getting some nice levels, some nice gold out of it, and some breathing room for Sasu as well. And that's actually almost level 6 on Orc now. That's a pretty important kill, and they needed that. They needed it badly. But top lane though, oh, Aventer might get wrapped around as well. Nota, he's around there. Has the observer. Can't really dive the tower, or shouldn't do it. As House of Gamers trying to push out the lane however they can. Aventer, oh, actually they're going in. There's the disruption coming out. Soul Catcher as well. Nota backing off. Malam is there. The Hoofstorm connects. The Shallow Grave is already activated. But what does it really help with the Split Earth is there as well, and well, he got one last heal off Malam. Yeah, he takes some damage from the tower, but in the end, that's a dead hero. And now, level 1 Diabolic Edict. They're going for tier 1. They actually might get it with, oh man, Malam, he has his Hood of Defiance 8 minutes in. He has so much farm, it's unbelievable. Yes, sure, Blink Dagger would maybe be better. Oh, mid lane, there's the Shackles onto Psychorasai. They have the Silence, Waning Rift is there, the Arrow as well, and Puck, well, he gets the kill. Sunstrike didn't do all that much as everybody else is backing off. Malam though, he's there now. He has the Stampede. Who will go for the Bushka? He wants to get the Hoofstomp off. Sasu is there as well, but he's completely out of mana. There's the Hoofstomp. Double Edge Malam. He doesn't want to kill himself. It's level 3, so he would have dropped so damn low. And Arrow will miss, but that's one hero down. Key on the top lane actually had to escape as well. They did kill off the tower before though. Nature's Prophet actually coming in to help out with the treants there. So getting the tower for Invoker, I guess it's a little bit better for House of Gamers, although House of Gamers made a lot of rotations, so they actually weren't farming that much at the same time. In the end, kind of even, I have to say. No party coming out heavily advantaged from that engagement. As mid lane, we might see some action. Orc has his primal split, but would want to get the Thunderclap before at least as well. And Malam, of course, with the Stampede, should be able to just run his way out of anything that MaxFlo has to offer, unless it's a Shackle into Arrow. Oh, speaking of Shackles, Vizier, he's under the effects of smoke, going in to hide once again in the trees, man. He's playing so sneaky. Hasn't played off in the bottom lane that much because Nature's Prophet, he's been playing really conservative just to make sure that he does not get picked off. But Orc now will get his Arcane Boots, I guess. Not rushing the Blink Dagger, and yeah, Arcane Boots for him because Shadow Shaman not that close to him, and neither is the Dazzle. So 1 Arcane Boots per team, it's almost a necessity as Tabushka working towards his drums. But mid lane now, level 1 double kill. They do back off for the time being. They don't want to fight up against the ultimates. But oh, Puck, he has a double damage rune as well. He has a TP with the Dream Coil. Who will they get first? Who will go for the initiation in the tower? It's dropping low. The treants are tanking things up as well. Malam is there, Vizier. Ether Shock onto the treants, but the treants, they just shrug it off. The arrow, oh god. Almost hit on not a hex, but not quite. There's the diabolic once again, and this should be a tier 1 tower unless MaxFlo act fast. Orc is there as well, the primal split is activated. The tower actually, they do make them back off, and Vizier, oh, there's the stampede, the shackle just before the hoofstone, but Vizier, he's gonna fall, the shallow grave is there, the hoofstone finally onto Sazu just as he came in. Can he get the dream call onto all 4 heroes? They pick off 1, the waning rift onto 2 as well. Key, he goes down. Malam now can't do anything, can't even double H down Vizier. Oh, just kite it and make it 3-4-0. Even Vizier just escapes. Oh, the Sunstrike! Oh man, at least they get 1 out of it. But still, House of Gamers, I mean, they tried backing off. They got a really nice hoof stomp on Sasu as well. But the Dream Coil, the range on it, a little bit too much. And that's 2.6k gold on the Puck. That's his Blink Dagger. Disruption coming out by not the Hex. Can they have the follow-up? The Split Turf is there. The Lightning Storm as well is slowed down. But the Soul Catcher, it went on the wrong target. They don't have the Demonic Purge as well. And looks like he's gonna be just fine. Unless Sunstrike. 1 more second. No, Shadow Demon actually got it with the Shadow Poison, which is level 3. So, nice pick off there, killing off the Brewmaster. But mid lane Sasu might be in trouble. The Sunstrike, it's off target, but the Demonic Purge is slowed down. There's the Cold Snap. Wrath of Nature to bounce around. They just need a little bit more. But, well, they body block themselves a little bit, and still no blink on Centaur War Runner. Him going for the Hood of Defiance. He's actually so damn far from it. He only has 150 gold. So he needs a little bit more mid lane. They're trying to defend his Vizier now. Oh, might be in trouble. Hex onto Malam. They don't care because the tier 1 tower goes down. Malam gets the last hit for it as well. Getting closer to his Blink Dagger as Tabushka finishes up his Drums of Endurance. Looking at the other items, Vizier, Boots of Speed, 800 gold in the bank. I guess maybe finish up Magic Wand or just go for Arcane Boots. Is Shadow Shaman a pretty mana intensive hero. His spells cost quite a lot, especially Ultimate. Dazzle, Boost of Speed, 1 smoke, 800 gold as well, so supports pretty even. As Sazu going for the Power Treads after he finished up his Blink Dagger, but the Blink Dagger, it's gonna help him initiate so much, it's just ridiculous. Jump in, get the Waning Rift, Dream Coil, and easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Oh man, I just had to end that. It might have been lame, but just had to finish the sentence. On House of Gamers though, Ring of Basilius on Key. For some extra push for the armor on the treants, on the creeps, and of course on the heroes as well. Getting some extra damage, some mana regen for himself. Not a Hex, has Arcane Boots and Urn of Shadows, so he's pretty farmed up. Nature's Prophet, Hand of Midas, Face Boots, and what looks like is the making of a Necro book with the Belt of Strength 1 in his inventory, just to tank up a little bit before he actually finishes up the entire Necro. Usually you see maybe them going for the Staff of Wizard. Okay, I'm just recording this with OBS, I won't even go live. So just so I can upload and cut the vote for you later on. As they do go for the kill up under the Shadow Demon, but they have to fix some things before. Okay, so just trying to finish up this now at least. I will upload it for you guys later on. At least unless it's too fucked up for that even. Oh my god. Oh, I'm unbelievably, words can't describe how bummed out I am because of this. And well, worst case scenario, my video card is fucked up and I have to get a new one, which of course would just be the end of me. Oh my god. Just keep our fingers crossed for the best as this game will continue. It does go on. Looking at the graphs, it's 3.5k gold lead for House of Gamers as 2.5k for House of Gamers in XP. Oh, we might see a fight. There's the Dream Core coming out. Psychorsa, he's silenced up as well. Can he actually turn it around? Oh, the Stampede, the hoofed him. He catches Vizier. Doesn't get the dazzle, but will it really matter because he's slowed down. There's the Diabolic Edict as well. He's under the effects of the dust, and well, now MaxFlo Gangtrain comes in as well, and that will be the kill. The Shallow Grave won't help you because you can't go for the TP out since the mana burn is too strong from the Necro books. So he finally falls down. Blink, one right click from Malum. He gets the kill. I removed my stream as well now, so... Oh, not a Hex! He's getting chased down the Thunderclap a little bit off. Oh man, there's the Demonic Purge as well, not a Hex. Can he really escape this? They have more coming in. Tabushka is there as well with the leap, with the extra movement speed from the drums. Well, I think the Shadow Demon is dead for sure. 10 seconds on the TP and another Thunderclap finishes up the job for him. But Necro level 3 finished up on MaxFlo Gangtrain, on the Nature's Prophet Pipe, on the Center War Runner, and Psychorsa, well, he already has the level 3 Necro book. So they have a lot going for them. They can just go for the pushes, and what MaxFlo to do to actually stop the push when they have so many units coming out? Well, I guess Ether Shock, Illusory Orb, it might be enough. But look how the pipe is activated as well. It's not enough. On the sidelines, oh, Arrow just barely dodged. But there's the Shackles coming out. Mass Serpent was as well. Nice double hoof stomp, double H as well. There's the Sunstrike coming out, gets the kill. They get the secondary one, but Psychorsa, he did fall down. Malum doesn't want to fight up under the Mass Serpent Wards. As now Sazu going for MaxFlo Gangtrain. There's the Dream Coin to stop the TP. And we'll make it a 2 for 2. But that's 2 cores for 2 supports. But this tower, oh man, Forge Spirits. You should have gone balls deep, should have gone for the tower, but they backed off for a little while. But in the end, they get the tower anyway. So I guess in the end, not that bad for House of Gamers since they got the tower. But killing off 2 supports and losing 2 cores in return, not a trade you want to do or want to take usually. But everybody does still keep farming up. And looking at the graphs, just look at it. First of all, the small skirmish on the top lane, definitely giving them a lot of gold. It hasn't updated yet as successfully, but 7,500 almost the lead for House of Gamers. Whereas XP, well, 3,500, dipping down a little bit with those 2 kills. But it's not that significant if House of Gamers, if they have 2 level 3 Necro books, which they now do, if they pop them at the same time and go into the fights, I mean, MaxFlo, yeah, maybe they can kill them off, but if they do, they will take a lot of damage. Oh, the Disruption just barely, almost coming out by not a Hex. That could have been the death of the pack. The Illusory Orb, he wouldn't been able to chaunt, but of course you can blink out after the Disruption as well. And now, Psychorsa gets a disconnect, so he has to... well, reconnect, of course. I will update some things in the meantime, sorry. Okay. Okay, I've done some things. Hopefully it's fine now. But 12 to 1, 12 to 10 rather, the kill score. So MaxFlo, as far as kills go, they're not doing that bad. They don't have too much map control going for them though. I mean, they have killed off 3 towers. All the tier 1 towers. But since, of course, they do not have any vision on top of that, it doesn't really matter. Their only observer ward is an extremely defensive one on this hill here. Whereas House of Gamers, they place down aggressive wards on their own. But they are the ones who are actually dictating the pace of the game so far. MaxFlo Gangtrain tipping into the enemy jungle to farm up. Hand of Midas, 3 ends created, only 2 of them though. Little bit of a misplay, but mid lane, oh, under the Moonlight Shadows. They wanted to kill Psychorsa, but I think they actually spotted out the Moonlight Shadows. I think even the Sentry Ward had enough vision for that. At least it might have. If they're straight on top of that, then you can still spot them out. Now, oh, I love that pick of Vizier. He buys a gem, probably gonna give it to Puck. So that's definitely gonna help them out immensely there. Just get some map control for themselves. Although there's no invis heroes on House of Gamers, it's still gonna help out a lot. And Sazu, he gets the haste rune now as well. Will he actually take the gem though? The gem is being flown out to Orc. Well, I guess he's a pretty good carrier as well. He's pretty damn tanky. Can always escape with the Primal Split, or at least should be able to do so. But now, look at the farm on Malum. Pipe, Blink, Boots, as well as 1.8k. So actually might be going or looking for the Boots of Travels. Necrophy popped by Psychorasai. There's the Pipe as well, and MaxFlo. They're not that close by. Sasu comes in with the Haste Rune now. Lightning Storm in to him. The slow, of course, won't be effective. But oh, he's trying to kill off the Necro Warrior. Will it be successful? Oh man! Ki gets the kill on Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman with the other shot kills off the Necro Warrior. Takes 600 pure damage in the face and just melts down. Oh, Tabushka takes 600. There's the Hoofstomp double H. Can they actually kill him off? Yes, they can. That's the gem down. The Stampede comes out. Sasu escapes with his Haste Rune. But now Ki taking the right click damage. Doesn't get the split earth. But Sunstrike does connect on Tabushka. Maglev Gangtrain. Oh, Jero a little bit off target. And Orc, he didn't have enough time to go for the Primal Split and stop the TP with the Boulder Toss. So a 1-for-1, but tier 2 tower is also down. Well, MaxFlo, they got some XP, some gold from killing off the Necrobooks. But man, that damage, and actually 2 of them died, never mind, the Brewmaster bought back for it as well. So House of Gamers definitely having the better of that exchange, the engagement. As now, what do they want to do next? Tier 2 tower looks like is the target for MaxFlo. I mean, not too bad of a choice, but not a Hex. He keeps on just Shadow Poisoning up. So MaxFlo, they have to back off, and oh, maybe Psychorasai, can he find some stragglers? Does not look like it, but he has 4,000 gold in the bank. 4,000, are you kidding me? As Maglev Gangtrain working towards an Orchid, so shutting down the Brewmaster, I guess, is one thing they are looking towards at the moment. Psychorasai, I think he should be going for maybe, or is going for a Sheepstick. It's a really strong item on any hero, but Invoker, being an intelligence hero, getting some extra damage from it. And of course, just getting the jump and maybe even getting down the Puck. Like Hex on Puck, because he isn't all that tanky. Orchid on Brewmaster, so he wouldn't get his Primal Split off. Or if he does, it's just going to be delayed by 5 seconds. And by that time, you can actually maybe kill off the rest of the team already. So, what will they finish this up with? Sasu actually working towards a Hex of his own. So far, he has been able to just be as elusive as a Puck should be. 3, 1, and 7. Maybe not the most impact, but has been there for 10 kills. And MaxFlo, I think they hoped for a way more aggressive early game. But oh, a Mjolnir about to finish up by Tabushka. That is definitely gonna help out. Just get those lightning procs, get the lightning shield on the Brewmaster, so the Brewmaster just blinks in, and even without the Primal Split, can deal a lot of damage from the Mjolnir. But now, oh, House of Gamers, they're going for the push, but MaxFlo, they're grouped up, they're looking to defend, although Tabushka, he's not there, will actually join the fight at all. He does buy up the Hyperstone, so I guess what's the reason they should not fight? The Pipe gets activated, they want this tier 1 tower, they should be able to get it quite easily. As MaxFlo, the arrow, oh, Blinking, Waning Rift, Dream Coil, onto free arrow, onto Ki as well, nice defensive disruption, Orc, blinks in, gets the Thunderclap, Primal Split coming out, finally they get it. Ki already dead on the Leshrac, the Stampede just to disengage, another Hex, can you actually TP out? At the moment he's going for it, and if they get out with this as, oh, Wazir, his solo, the Archer, it doesn't get close to the Shadow Shaman. Tabushka actually in some big trouble as well, gets the leap out of Forge Spirit and Necrobooks. Such a pain in the ass. But now, oh, Psychorasai, he's going to fall down and he gets the Chaos Meteor, the Deafening Blast, the Hoofstomp by Malam. Psychorasai, he survives with 50 HP. Maglev Gangtrain's Breath of Nature bounced around, but Wazir, Ether Shock, easy kill on the Invoker. Invoker just stood around there for a little bit too long, didn't have the TP. But in the meantime, they also killed off, well, now they even get the Puck. So all the core heroes fell down anyway in the end for MaxFlo. So Psychorasai, yeah, him dying, not a big deal. And suddenly Malam, 3.7k in the bank, can pick up a Reaver from it, and looks like that's what he's gonna do as well. Nature Prophet has his Orchid finished up. No, never mind. I guess he does not, just has the recipe for it, and well, still needs the Oblivion Staff. Did actually any of them buy back? Nope, does not look like it. So, Maglev Gangtrain has a lot of farm. Oh, Nota! There's the Disruption Soulcatcher as well. He has the Demonic Purge. Nope, not gonna go for it. Dazzle should be able to survive. Keep himself alive with the Shallow Grave, with the heals, and thus, level 1, the tier 1 tower is the target. Instead, Diabolic Edict, level 3 already came out, but they do back off. They're not there in numbers. They don't have the Invoker, who does a lot of damage if he actually gets the Deafening Blast Chaos Meteor combination, as we just witnessed from the last fight. Now Psychorasai, only 300 gold away from his Sheepstick finished. Orchid is there for the Nature's Prophet, for Maglev Gangtrain. And well, with those items, I think they should feel rather confident in taking the next fight. Looking at the graphs, 11,000 for House of Gamers, whereas 50, 100. That sounds retarded. 5,000 for XP as well in the favor of House of Gamers. So MaxFlo, they've only been ahead once in this game and not for the longest time. So House of Gamers definitely in control of the base. They are dictating where the fights happen, at least most of the time. As MaxFlo, they have the Primal Split off cooldown again though, so they can go aggressive if they want to. Yasha up on Tapushka as well. He's working towards a BKB at the moment, unless it's an SNY, which I don't think it's gonna be. So BKB in the making for the Mirana, still quite a ways away from it. But at least it's something for him. Some extra tank as well with the Ogre Club, 10 strength from it. Now, oh, the 5-man smoke. They want to get the jump on them, but please don't pick up this regeneration rune. Yeah, they completely ignore it smartly now. They will find Ki, the less impactful target maybe, to get the silence. And well, Wrath of Nature bounces around at the same time. But losing Ki, I think it was the best case scenario there for House of Gamers. Maglev Gangtrain, he keeps on split pushing. He actually was hiding himself for a little while, but oh, now Roche is the target for MaxFlo. Really smart choice. Even the Mjolnir up on Crewmaster now, Hex up as well, but Roshan, he's dropping really fast with the Mass Serpent Boards, of course, helping out the Sunstrike to scout it. But even with the Sunstrike, man, that doesn't help them at all, really. It's really ineffective for that. As top lane, they push down. Well, they're almost at the tier 3 now, although tier 3, it's pretty healthy. Sazu comes in as well now. He has the regeneration room bottled up, but that's the Scythe of the Vice coming out for Invoker, the Sheepstick finished. Can't say it's bad. Can't say it's bad at all. Malam now, he's on the hunt, has the Reaver. Does he have anything else? Nope, not yet. But 1.2k in the bank, so 1.1k gold. He will have his Heart of Tarrasque finished, and with that, he's just gonna be so tanky. His return is gonna do so much. But oh, they want to kill for the Pushka maybe. Can they get the Hoofstomp? He gets the leap. Blink, Hoofstomp, Orchid does well. There's the Sunstrike even, just in case, and they do bring down the Aegis already. Really, can they actually go for Moldy Sprout? Is there? They know the leap is off cooldown. The Splitter does connect. It actually takes care of the trees. Now War comes in. There's the Thunderclap, Hex on Ki as well. The pipe is activated, but he's gonna go down. He's shackled up. No, the shackle actually, he cancels it. He takes so much damage from the Necrobook. Oh my god, and he's still alive. Tapushka comes in, the arrow catches not the Hex. He can't get the Demonic Purge of Starstorm to finish the kill. But Malam, a nice 2-man Hoofstomp, double edge to follow. And now he's actually dropping low himself. But will he actually die, Tapushka? Oh, nice split earth by Ki. Just spot on, didn't get the follow-up Lightning Storm though, and now he might be in trouble. Maglev Gangtrain is there, and Orc, Thunderclap, one right click, they get the kill. Orc, he blinks out as well after it. But Centaur, oh, he kills off Dazzle, but dies to the Poison Touch. But where is Psychorasai? He's getting the tier 3, going for the ranged barracks, and he finally backs off. But I guess if the Invoker would have been in the battle, would have been so easy. But they might get it anyway. Maglev Gangtrain, Sprout, Orchid onto Puck, he has a Desolator as well. Isn't on his inventory quite yet, but there's the Hex to follow Psychorasai. Defending Blast onto Tapushka, disarming him, but there's, oh, he's gonna go down. So, a bit of overextension, they won't even get the Rex. Maglev Gangtrain gonna fall as well. And well, even the Puck survives in the end. Big misplace by House of Gamers there. They don't get the Rex, feed away a lot of gold, because Tapushka, he got 746 gold from killing off Maglev Gangtrain. Of course, the Rex exposed, and still Range Rex taking damage. Carty, the Siege Creep, trying to do his best. Oh, 40 HP on the Range Barrack, so Nature Prophet can TP in, get one right click off, and TP out. That's how low it is, but Tapushka, he has his BKB finished. Aghanim Scepter suddenly on Orcs, Brewmaster as well. So House of Gamers definitely throwing this a little bit here. Looking at the graphs now, well, they still have a substantial lead. Still sitting around 11,000 or so in gold. XP has dropped down to 2,000, a little bit extra maybe. But still, House of Gamers, man, until they get the racks, maybe 2 sets of it, this game is not over yet. Not by a long shot. Malam though, he is close to his Heart of Tarrasque. 150 gold away from it only. Who needs buyback, because MaxFlo, they don't have that much push. I mean, if they use the Mass Serpent Wars for tier 2s, then tier 3s won't fall fast. And if they want to use it for tier 3s, then the tier 2s stand for quite some time. So, House of Gamers, they definitely should have enough time to just respawn if they lose another fight. But, oh, we might see a fight breaking out rather soon. There's an Invis rune onto Sazu, and if he gets the initiation with a Dream Coil, oh man, This might be huge for them. The heroes are rather grouped up as well. At least at the moment. MaxFlo though, they don't have the vision for it. And at the side, oh look, oh, there's the hoof stomp onto free stampede. Double H doesn't come out, Vizier gets the hex, but there's the tornado. Chaos Meteor on top of the BKB by the Bushka. Shallow Grave on the Dazzle as well. Mass Serpent Wars Primal Split. They actually have to back off Malum. He's gonna go down even with the Heart of the Rask and Magla Gang Train. He's dropping so low. A nice disruption coming out. There's the Ice Wall. But it's a little bit too late as 2 for 1. Sazu for 2 cores in return, and now, oh man, Psychorus might be in trouble, or comes back the Thunderclap. It doesn't connect. He has to blink away Vizier, completely out of mana as well. Can House of Gamers actually go for it now? They don't have the blink hoof stomp initiation. And if Vizier had not been there with the Hex on the center, I think this fight might have gone hell of a different tune. Because that would have been a double edge onto 3 heroes as well. I think the Dazzle would have gone straight away. The arrow, oh, they connect onto Psychorus Invoker. There's a disruption coming out. Nicely timed, just as the Thunderclap was coming out. But the Bushka, there's the Hex coming out. They don't have enough damage for it. Oh man, those fights, MaxFlo. Oh, though, oh, will there be a Shallow Grave? Amateur gets it on himself. But he's still dropping low. The Shadow Poison is active. He needs to heal himself up a little bit more. Oh, the Sunstrike, it's not even necessary. Orc wanted to go for another Hex, but Shadow Demon got the kill on the Dazzle. Tabushka code snapped up as well. He doesn't have the Aegis, but the Sunstrike is on cooldown. Vizier TP's away. Nice defending blast onto Orc. The Split Earth connects as well. Malum, he's TPing in an Ice Wall. Thunderclap by Orc. He wants to kill off Key, but he won't be successful as Malum finishes the killing spree for 469 gold with his double edge. But Vizier now, he has a blink there on the Shadow Shaman. Can get up and close really fast. Just blink in, Hex immediately, and see where it goes from there. Just to check a small thing again now. Okay, never mind that. As, oh, they're going aggressive now. House of Gamers, they want to at least bait out a buyback, which it's not available for the Brewmaster. The arrow, oh, into the Force Spirit, or rather the Necro Warrior. So Tabushka takes 600 damage, but he gets the gold from it, 200 for killing off the Necrobook. Oh, Shadow Demon, they killed off the Puck though. They kill off Vizier as well on the bottom lane. This is huge for them. Tier 2 falls as well. That's a lot of gold going their way. And Sasu, does he have buyback? Oh, it's still on cooldown. He used it from before already. Oh, there's the pipe activated. They're going for tier 3s. They have the Necros. They don't have Treants though, but with the Desolator from the Nature Prophet himself, the tower is falling really fast. And I think they're gonna get Rex as well with mid lane. They go for the fight Nota. There's an arrow. BKB by Tabushka. There's the Chaos Meteor. Defending Blast. They kill off Dazzle. Oh, Tabushka though, he's dishing out the damage with his BKB activated. Once the BKB wears off though, they get the hoof stomp. Orc, Orc hit it up. Orc is Orc hit it. Magla Gang Train though, oh, a wrong TP. Tabushka arrow hits him in the face or in the back. And Tabushka with the triple kill. At least they got one set of racks this time around. Range racks on the top lane were dead before already, I think. Whatever the case may be, House of Gamers, they lose a few. But then again, they got a few kills in return, getting the racks. And well, they're not that far off of Mega Creeps actually. One more fight. One more bad fight for MaxFlo that is, and it should be game. Manta style though is finished actually on Mirana. So he is actually finding the farm as well. The triple kill definitely helping out there. And looking at the graphs again, well, suddenly 14,000, almost 15 for House of Gamers in the gold. And well, XP, it actually dropped below 0. MaxFlo actually had the advantage for a tiny second. But then House of Gamers just thought like, hey, we can get the counter kills easy. MaxFlo, they don't have their ultimates, we're just gonna go for it, and that's what happened. So they're 3000 XP ahead of MaxFlo. Now, everybody's just finding some form of farm, not a hacks. 4 staff, arcane boots, 2k in the bank on top of that, maybe looking for a blink dagger of his own. Key, drums, Ghost Scepter, as well as a point booster. He had a point booster early on, so he was looking for maybe a fast agonist, but oh, not a hex, might be in huge trouble. The demonic purge doesn't come out because of the hex. They use the Stampede. Nice splitter, onto 3. There's the Wrath of Nature as well. Vizier goes down to the Lightning Storm. Oh man, there's the Hoof Stomp. Orchid onto Orc, and well, that was just beautiful by House of Gamers. That counter initiation coming out and Split Earth onto 3 man. Could you ask for more? Breath of Nature bouncing around, Sunstrike coming out as well. And I guess this might be it for MaxFlo. They have the buyback on the Brewmaster though. They will have to expand it. Oh, the Moonlight Shadows! Key, not a hex. Silenced up, Dreamcoil as well. Not a hex goes down immediately. They use the disruption though. Brewmaster, he bought back. And Will Shrek, he's trying to do however much possible. He's going down, but look at mid lane. Pipe activated, they're going for the tower. Tabuchka has the Starstorm coming out in 1 second. Oh, War goes in Primal Split. Will it be enough? The Hex, it wasn't there. Maglocanctrain has the Orchid. Will find Sasu with it. Actually bring him down. Nope, the Force Staff helps out the Puck himself, and Maglocanctrain will just TP himself out of there. Make himself scarce, but Malum won't be as lucky. The Ghost Snap by Psychorus. Now the Hex comes in as well. The Defending Blast is there, but Malum, he's still silenced up. Finally gets the Stampede off. Can he actually escape? Oh my god, those fights are so prolonged. Nice Force Staff. Not the Hex, defensive disruption as well. But there's, oh, Sunstruck just off target. Would have been enough to bring down the Shadow Shaman, and now Psychorus. Oh, they might kill off Sasu. There's the Orchid coming out. The right clicks Vizier is there. Another Force Staff, but will he go down to the Soul Bear? I don't think. Yep, Maglocanctrain shackled up. Did he actually buy back? Nope, he does still have it. May have to use it as well as Psychorus makes his grand escape. Malem though, healing up with his Heart of Tarask, wants to get the melee racks. Don't think he'll be able to. But House of Gamers, they aren't taking the best fights, although, oh, Vizier might be in huge trouble. Psychorus, he has the haste rune, but nope. He's just slowly reaching up with 6.3k in the bank. Are you kidding me? If he ever goes down, Boots of Travels TP back in, no problem. And Vizier, oh, he's going in. Can he get the kill? Yeah, they're shocked. Starts up with the shackles. There's the Mass Serpent Wars. Hex onto Vizier. Vizier actually falls down, but Psychorus, he goes down as well. Well, Mass Serpent Wars for it, but that's a gem on the ground now as well. So, House of Gamers, I think they're dragging this on longer than it should. And well, the biggest mistake was the 2 supports going to fight here, whereas the other 3 went for the tier 3 tower mid lane. I guess it would have been a little bit better if House of Gamers wouldn't have just ran into the racks as the supports, but stayed a little bit farther back. Make MaxFlo's forces spread out as well. But since they just went into them, MaxFlo, they killed them off so fast that they could also defend mid lane in time. So are there any big items now coming out for MaxFlo? Sasu, 500 gold or so, well, 200 gold away from finishing up his Sheepstick, but Assault Cuirass is there on the center Warrunner. What's the Invoker gonna buy? Looking at Maglocanctrain, he has an Ultimate Orb, so maybe a Sheepstick of his own, maybe a Manta style. Well, I guess a Sheepstick is probably the more common decision. But the Bushka, I mean, he's starting to hurt, to be honest, with his right clicks. Miran, especially if he has the leap extra attack speed, which is 32 attack speed. But he's working on a Monkey King bar, no evasion, no nothing will stop him. But Maglocanctrain, he buys up the Sheepstick, but that means he doesn't have the buyback. Oh man, this may or may not pay off as Invoker. What's he going for? Oh, he's going for a Lincoln Sphere. Actually has it finished up as well, plus another 1.6k in the bank. But that means no Boots of Travels for him. So even if he does buyback, can't immediately join the fight as, oh, mid lane. It's a support for a support. Wrath of Nature. Killing off the Shadow Shaman. I think it was in the base. Oh, Malum, where are you, man? That's not your home. He has to be extremely careful. Well, there's no blink, Hex or Shackles from Shadow Shaman since he is dead, of course. But oh, they find more. Maglocanctrain actually backs off as the Bushka. He still has the leap as well. So Nature Prophet knows that he actually can't take on a Mirana solo. Or then again, he actually might. He's doing a lot of damage with the Desolator. Orchid attacks really fast as well. Of course, he has the Sheepstick. He's hitting over 326 damage per right click. That is huge. And the Bushka actually, it might not be a Monkey King bar after all. Maybe just going for the crit, going for the Daedalus straight up. I think that actually might be more damage output for him because there's no evasion on anybody anyway. And Sasu, he finished. Oh! Oh! Divine Rapier on Mirana. Oh, that's a ballsy decision. Well, he has his BKB on 7 seconds, so I guess that's pretty good. But if Invoker gets him with the Hex, the Hoofstomp to follow. Oh man, this might be huge. Although they are behind, so they have to go big. They do scout out Roche as well. The arrow doesn't stun it up, but they do scout it out nevertheless. Oh man, this game just got very exciting all of a sudden. So what are they gonna go for? Aventer actually working towards an Aghanim Scepter of his own. Still 1,300 gold away from it. But not that far. Not a Hex, working on his own Aghanim Scepter as well. Actually, he's farther off than the Dazzle is. But nevertheless, I don't think actually they would make such a difference anyway. Ki also working on his own Aghanim Scepter, unless it's a BKB, which I think the BKB would actually be better for the Leshrac at the moment. But House of Gamers, they're slowly grouping up towards the top lane, farming up some buybacks. Well, Nature Prophet, reliable gold, oh, only 500, almost 600. So he might lose a lot when he dies, so he has to farm up a little bit more or get a few kills in the fight before he actually dies. Oh, House of Gamers, they're playing this so patiently. Did they actually see the Divine Rapier? I'm not too sure, but if MaxFlo would have been able to sneak out the Roche with the Aegis and the Divine Rapier, they might have done big things. But just look at this Su coming in. They do a lot of damage to Tabushka. Oh man, he just wrecks the Necrobooks now. Orc comes in as well, helping out a little bit. And well, the range Rex took a lot of harassment. Oh, they smoke up though. Smoke popped immediately. Oh, there's the Hex onto, not the Hex Shadow Demon. Not the most important kill. There's the Silence as well. There's the Thunderclap to slow me down. But oh, Sunstrike. Hex as well coming out by Psychorus. I whiffed it to the Chaos Meteor. But look at the two top lanes. They're going top instead. Malum, he's stunned up with the arrow in the face. He's so tanky. But he has to back off. The Split Earth didn't connect. But oh, there's a Dream Coil onto 2. Can they get more Malum? He actually goes out of the Dream Coil. The Bushka BKB activated. Goes for the right clicks. Nature Prophet. He goes down to Bushka. He's low himself as well. But they don't have the damage. 3 heroes down. Make it 4 as Ki will fall. Shallow Grave onto Pushka just in case. Sasu comes in with the Illusory Orb to get the kill. And House of Gamers, all they get out of this was the range Rax mid. And well, MaxFlo, they're winning the team fights, but they can't really leave their base. They can't go for the objectives. And now Psychorus might be in some trouble as well. Boots of Travels purchased up on. Oh, there's the Hex onto Orc in return. Although, well, this Sunstrike was a little bit off, and Orc, he will survive. But the Pushka, he comes in, leap. Otherwise, oh, it connects. The Tornado was there, but it wasn't enough to right clicks. Can he go for the Ghost Walk? Ice Wall is there. Ghost Walk, it's 6 seconds on cooldown, and the Pushka, he's godlike. Someone kill him. Oh, this Divine Rapier, so far, it's just paying off so well for him. Are you kidding me? Now, they hit the Mirana as well, as the Pushka. He's going in. He wants to get the Aegis, and well, he can sell the drums. That's exactly the one item slot he needs. Oh man, MaxFlo, are they really doing this? They need to push out the lanes. They are doing so for the time being. Sasudo, no Boots of Travels on him. They need more Boots of Travels to be able to just play against the Nature Prophet. 2.5 racks, 1.5 racks down, however you want to call it. 4 racks, 3 ranged, 1 melee. And oh, Aghanim Scepter finished up for Aventur now. I'm not too sure if that's the best item pickup at all. Well, I guess just getting more armor, more minus armor on the enemy. And well, if there's more minus armor on the enemy, that means Mirana does even more damage. And with the Aegis now, with the Boots of Travel, he's maxed out. And even if he dies, he'll just come back. And well, maybe that will be enough for them. Oh man, this game, it's far from over. Looking at the gold, it was 20,000 for House of Gamers, suddenly 15,000 instead. And XP, oh ho, 8,500 or so in the favor of MaxFlo. They finally get it in their favor. Well, it was just a tiny bit before as well, but now it's quite substantial all of a sudden. I mean, 47 minutes in, even 10,000 XP, it's not that important, but just the shift in momentum. But look at Malum. He's just split pushing 4,000 gold in the bank. Buyback, Boots of Travels, no problem for him. Looking at Psychorus, 3k gold in the bank, still no Boots of Travel. So just saving up for buyback just to be sure. As Ki, he will actually have enough gold in 10 seconds for his Aghanim Scepter if he wants to finish it up. If not, save for buyback. And if it's this late into the game already, you do need those buybacks. One teamfight loss, otherwise just might be the end of your base all of a sudden. That's definitely the case for MaxFlo. I mean, Nature's Prophet is not split pushing that much at the moment because MaxFlo, they were on the hunt. But now, as House of Gamers, they see them with this Observer Ward. They feel safe enough to just go back and farm. There's a haste rune onto Notach now though. As Psychorus, he has his... I don't know what he has. Just completely blanking. Smaggler Gang Train, 2.8k in the banks. Definitely saving for buyback as well. And looking at the buyback status, the Dazzle, the Shadow Demon, they are the only ones that don't have it. Shadow Demon, did he finish up his Aghanim Scepter? Nope. Not even getting that, so He's just been dying. Oh, they blink in mid lane. They get the silent stream coil as well. Coruscant, he goes down. Thank God he's safe for buyback. Shadow Demon falls as well, and Invoker, he's holding on to it for the time being, but Babushka, he's just straight up running towards the tower, killing out the creep wave with all the lightning bounces, with the Star Storm, and now the tower. It's not long for this world, and MaxFlo. Oh man, they might have to go back though. Maglev Gangtrain pushing in the bottom lane, and yes, Puck, he TP's back. They can't even push out from this oh man, that's so sad. They can't even pressure House of Gamers enough for the Invoker to use his buyback. That's how hard it is to play up against the Nature Prophet when you're already one full set of racks behind. You just can't keep on pushing out all the lanes and try to win a team fight at the same time. This is just, oh man, I can't even put it into words how sad it is to see that MaxFlo, they're struggling so bad. They've been holding on so well. I mean, really kudos to them for just hanging on and having hope in their lineup that they will come back, and so far they are on the verge of making that comeback. They just need a little extra, just a little bit of a push to actually push out the lanes, as well as get those towers in return and go for the racks. But even if House of Gamers win the lane or win the fight, MaxFlo's only chance is just kill off mid lane and then go straight for tier 4s and the ancients, because all the tier 2 towers actually at the moment, they are still standing. And look at top lane Malum, constantly split pushing 4k in the bank. They just have so much gold going for them. They have the buybacks, and that's why they can split push without too big of a worry, because they always have the buyback. And if they push the lanes across this area, I mean, MaxFlo, it's gonna take ages for them anyway to actually push out. Oh man, oh, House of Gamers, just rat Dota at the moment. That's what they have to result to. The rattiest of rats. But why the hell not? That is what you can go for. It's not, oh man, really, I can't remember the word. It's not forbidden. It's not forbidden, that's the word. Just score. Because if you go for that kind of strategy, then, I mean, it's up to you to execute your strategy. And there's nothing wrong with it. Oh, they used to be defensively just plus armor ticking away, because physical damage, it won't hurt them. Oh man, they're going in now. They want the tier freeze. But look at this bottom lane. Maglev Gangtrain TP's there straight away. He actually doesn't have a TP to come back for 17 seconds. Who will win? Who will stay and deliver? Malum, they're going straight up for the tier 4s. Just look at how low this is. The Ancients, it's exposed. MaxFlo, they have to come back. The glyph already comes out. There they are. Can they actually catch up to anybody? Malum, nope. Blink out. And oh, they might get Orc. Will they get York? Will they get the stuns? Anything? Primal Split. It does connect Sazu on the escape as well. He still has the sheep stick ready. Key now taking heavy harassment from the Thunderclap of the Earth Panda. Now Nature Prophet thrown up in the air, but nope, Orc, he falls down aside, Quarterside. He does a little bit too much damage with his Force Spirits. And even the creeps helping out. The Wrath of Nature to bounce around, and well, MaxFlo, I think that was their chance, but House of Gamers being so far ahead, having the Ancient exposed MaxFlo, they just didn't have a chance but to DP back to defend. And they are successful with this as well. Invoker using his alacrity as well to push a little bit faster. And well, Key, I guess it wasn't an Aghanim Scepter after all, as he finishes up the Bloodstone now. But oh, there's another weave coming out with the invisibility. Moonlight Shadows. Is there a gem on anybody? They do have Necro left. Oh, they get the disruption onto the Bushka. Can they actually kill him off as well? He gets the leap out. He's still in possession of the Divine Rapier. But will it be enough, man? This tower or racks are 200 HP range. Nope, 100. That's how low it is still. House of Gamers. Oh, there's the Hex arrow onto Key. A nice defensive disruption by another Hex. He gets silence. There's the Stampede as well. And even though Leshak falls. Oh, there's a counter Hex onto Sasu. Chaos Meteor, Soul Catcher as well. And that's the puck down. He buys back though. Oh, Psycho, beautifully ward tapped. He has to force tap though, and Vegeta now has to back off in return. Maybe as Tabushka. He is godlike. He kills off the Nature Prophet, but the racks do fall. And that's Mega Creeps now. Maglev Gangtrain, he buys back as well. But up against Mega Creeps, I think MaxFlo, they cannot take this on. Mjolnir is their only massive counter push. And yes, sure it helps. But will it really be enough to push out 3 lanes worth of Mega Creeps? And Dire Scooter, it even dies now. What did it have on it? Did it have anything on it? Oh, that was a satanic recipe. Oh man, Mirana. Well, I guess he buys a new one. He has 8,000 gold. Why not? So he definitely has enough gold for it. Just has to go to the side shop. Well, he actually can't. He needs the courier. Or put something on the ground, buy it up, give the reaver onto somebody else, and then do it. Or just buy a straight up new courier. That works as well. But he needs the satanic. He definitely needs to. They're going in deep. They want to kill Malum, but Malum, man, he's so tanky, so much armor with the assault couriers, 4,000 HP. Even has a Heaven's Halberd now, so dodging those right clicks. And what's the BKB duration on the Bushka? It's 4 seconds. He's going to need a new BKB as well. And he might as well just buy it up. He doesn't need to save for buyback, because if he loses the Divine Rapier, it's over, I think. Oh, this game, I'm so sad that I didn't get to stream it until the very end. But hopefully I will be able to cut the VODs. Hopefully he didn't lose too much in between. And well, who cares about that? The past is in the past. As Nota, how close is he to his Aghanim Scepter? I guess only 200 gold away. Might want to save for buyback, although against Mega Creeps there's no need at all, because MaxFlo, they can't leave their base. They're doing their best to actually defend the base at the moment. And House of Gamers, I think if they just go in, that's just gonna tip the balance, tip the scales in House of Gamers' favor, so that they probably will win the team fight as well as get the Ancient down. Because Ancient, it's exposed, it's on full HP, but it's only 4,250. That's nothing to chew through when you have double set of Necros, Forge Spirits as well. And well, I guess just the right clicks will suffice as well. Not the most damage coming out, although Maglev Gang Train, he has a Monkey King bar. He's hitting for 424 damage. Are you kidding me? He's not doing that much less than a Mirana with his Divine Rapier. Mirana hits for, well, I guess if I calculate it correctly, it's 523 damage. But considering Nature Prophet hits for 100 less, and he doesn't have that much on the lineman, if he dies, he just buys back and TPs in. Well, the buyback is still on cooldown, but still, he's hitting for only 100 less than the Mirana, but he doesn't have a Divine Rapier. Oh man. This Nature Prophet is a stacked right-click carry, and he can sell the Necro Book at some point and go for some more physical, go for like something like a Daedalus. And if he does do so, 1000 crits will be flying around. Can even sell his Orchid if he really wants to. Although Orchid, some nice intelligence, some nice attack speed, and some damage on top. It's a really good item actually, to be honest. Not only do you get the silence, you get some carry potential, but House of Gamers, they want to make this official by grabbing the third Rochelle of this game. Cheese on top of the Aegis, and with the Cheese and the Aegis, man, they could easily just push in as MaxFlo. So far, well, actually fighting valiantly. Really good effort by them, just keeping the Mega Creeps at bay. Oh man, whew. Nature Prophet just toying around with MaxFlo, going for the TP straight into the middle of them. But Vladimir is now picked up by Puck. Some extra damage aura, some armor as well. But they don't have Shiva's cards. They don't have Assault Cuirass or anything big. And actually, kind of surprising that Centaur didn't go for a Shiva's card of his own. Well, he has 6k in the bank, so I guess pretty soon he can go for it if he wants. Not a Hex. Doesn't buy it. Well, speaking of Shiva's, Psychorasai on the Invoker goes for that instead. So I guess somebody has the Shivas now, slowing down the attack speed of Invoke or Mirana. As well as, of course, being tankier himself with the extra armor he gets from it. Definitely a good item, and well, will they go for the Sheeps? They have the double Sheep. One on Invoker, one on Nature Prophet, and if they get it on Pushka before the BKB, he does have a 10-second BKB though. Satanic finished. Who will get the jump on who? Or he's dropping low. Oh, the Pushka goes on BKB, activated arrow onto Ki. Sazo, he gets hexed up. Will the physical damage be enough? Maglev Gang Train, he goes down. Psychorasai hexed up as well. Invoker, does he actually fall down? They are chasing him down. The Shiva's card is there, but the Bushka, he has to back off. His BKB is ended. He's trying to man fight. Satanic activated, going for the Necrobook. Finally, he goes back, and the Ancient, well, it dropped down to about 3/4 of its HP. But Maglev Gang Train, he doesn't have buyback for another minute or so. But Malum, he's going in anyway. Disruption. Was it the Bushka? No, it was Orc instead. And oh, he blinks in. Freeman. Hoof Stomp, but there wasn't double edge, but they get the Chaos Meteor. Sazo, he falls, and well, that's GG as Mega Creeps. They reach the Ancient, and they do enough damage, and MaxFlo, man, they held on for dear life, but in the end, House of Gamers, their advantage was a little bit too much to handle, but still a really good game to watch. I'm really happy that I recorded this in the end anyway. And well, thank you all for watching this VOD, and who watched it live and is watching the VOD later on. Thank you for doing that as well. Sorry for... Well, never mind that. If you enjoyed, be sure to follow us on Twitch, on whatever links. This is gonna be it for me. Man, what a game.